That's a good sign. Bismillah, we're not a sugar.
Just butcher it. Murder it to death. Waha. Waha ha ha. Waha. Which one are we starting on again?
I'm ready.
I meant map. Oh wait, I can see that. I mean, sorry, Nepal. Okay, I am ready to roll. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Oath Esports. My name is Merp. I'm joined by Sky Mirage, and we're bringing you back another set of wonderful games. We're on week 7 of week 8 of the regular season. It's coming up to a close, minus the one makeup week we have to run later in the season as well. And we're bringing you some cool Overwatch. So, this upcoming match, Glitch versus Ruff, and then later in the night we have Riff versus Cosmic. How you doing today, Sky?
I'm doing great today. We did watch Russian Glitch play before, so it'll be very interesting to see how they adapt to each other's playstyles and for the rematch.
Yes, I'm trying to see actually what that matchup was. Rush won in week 2, 2-1 against Glitch. So close map. In total, I am ready to roll. I should mention Rush is undefeated this season. They have been absolutely terrifying. And it's not hard to see why. When I take a look at the stats, and I take a look at this team, you see two people coming in together like bread and butter. Of course, we talk about Seedster, we talk about Guy Noob on the DPS all the time, but really, it's Carnage and then their backline, especially in the name of Xbox Bubba, who are topping the charts in so many different areas. I think really Xbox Bubba is getting a lot of that value, just keeping Carnage alive for as long as possible, and we're seeing that pay off so much in just their entire game plan.
Yeah, and part of those stats you can carry over from Xbox Bubba because he's able to allow Carnage not have to use his block as much. He's able to keep dishing out that DPS, which allows him to be on top of the charts because he has confidence in his supports to keep him alive.
110%. Now, on the side of Glitch, we've seen incredible plays from them as well. This is going to be a very fun game. I can feel it in my bones. I'm going to knock on wood. But if we want to bring back to last week on Kings Row, we saw Zane, I believe it was, on the Reaper get like 3 or 4 different 5k blocks. Yeah. In Kings Row. And then, of course, you've got the amazing players of Sleepy Tiger and LO Reaper, who are also swinging up their names in the charts. And then Odd Nugget and Jubles. They're just Odd Nugget and Jubles. I love Jubles' aggression, and Odd Nugget always seems to fill in the places that Zane can't cover. You know, they're one player. So this will be a good match. I'm actually super excited.
Yeah, and a little bit interesting pick, I think, on the Sigma here on this close point of Nepal.
Yeah, actually, and it looks like Glitch is gonna be going with a totally different route. They're gonna try to run down this sort of comp that's going on. Now you are going to be careful whenever you run in there. Watch out for the single rock. This burns, it's that free run in the back line. Look at the damage going through those Jubals on that Arisa doing so much on the traces there. Alright, so I think that's my pressure they can on top of that. Looks like they will be getting point pressure first because of the tracer as well. They could be getting an early cap. No contention there from the side of Rush. They're going to be collapsing on the wall. They can find one over to find the second. Nice trying to. Carnage is all alone. Blue is not able to find him. Now it's 1v1 on the full member. Main backliners also to find it out. Jacobin finds the second. It looks like a very strong start there for the side of Rush. Ends up falling the way of Glitch. We're gonna be lowering game audio because that was apparently very loud, a little uneven, but it's all good. There we go. Looks like look at this whole group up here, and 41% in counting here for the side of Glitch as Rush maintains
Yeah, LOL, we've taken a little bit of a risky spot there, and it gets punched by the rock.
Nice plus as well. I believe we're going to find a couple. The immortality code is there to keep the remaining members of Glitch alive. Nice plus on there from the side of Zane, who's just such a good tracer. It's able to find Caesar, even up the pressure a little bit, but he does eventually get picked off. Carnage just putting in the work in that fight. Is over to Lucio stalling it out, but stalling it out well. Expo probably gets down low in a one-on-one with Odd Nugget. And look at this. Look at the point pressure still being maintained by the side of Glitch.
Yeah, oh, he gets rocked again. Definitely.
Nice.
Good. Oh!
Very solid javelin there. Going to be knocking Carnage off the point, and what looked like it could have been a Rush victory ends up being Glitch holding on strong, and they're going to be taking this first one here with little contention. Lucio will touch, will maintain, and has the sound barrier, but not able to use it. Dangerman lasers them down. Overtime is ticking, and that will be the first point going to Glitch.
You have to remember, Glitch is the underdogs going in here, so a very impressive showing going up against Rush right now, who is 4-0 on the season.
Yeah, 110%. I mean, like I said, I think whenever you take a look at the previous map, right, where it was 2-1, I believe this was one where Glitch showed up very strong in the first map, and then Rush kind of had a wake up call, and clapped back for sure. So we might be seeing that same pattern awaken in here. We'll just have to wait and see. What did you notice between those two compositions that was like the dynamic between the two?
Well, I really think one of the things that helped a lot was the cooldown of the Javelin being so much shorter than the Rock. Really allowed her to get more control over the team, more control over the Lucio, getting those pushes off the map, those environmental kills. I really think the tank choice there, coming up from the Orisa, was just a little bit of a stronger option.
I definitely do not disagree. Carnage getting down low. Look at this pressure coming up from the side of Glitch once again. They're pushing Rush all the way into the small room. Now, you don't want to push in there. You're going to get wrecked by that Sigma, by that Bastion. But the point control is all in Glitch's hands, and they're going to be the first ones to capture it again. Look at this, though. Speeding out against Jubals, who is managing to stay alive. Thanks to the incredible speed out from LOL Reaper. And they do get the point captured. Now it is Rush who's getting control of the high ground and going to be layering down forward from the distance.
Yeah, Sleeping Tiger already has a great down building up that Rush already. Gonna give him a huge advantage in the fights.
Pressure coming out here from the side of Rush. I mean, he thought, like, it looked like Glitch had the sort of upper hand. The Rush comes up and then he's too late. Tiger does what you call. Pulse bomb is there. Still losing the immortality field. It does destroy the immortality field and get the remaining members of Rush low. But they will be maintaining control of the point, and 20% in counting here. They're actually ahead.
Yeah, our head good 15% from Glitch. You know, you want to have some numbers on the board that they can achieve. Carnage
trying to laser down Odd Nugget. Does not want to let that over live. He's missile threat has the gravitational flux there, so could be seeing that. The artillery strike as well from the future might be falling through. As with the dance of death coming out here from the side of Rush, they're going to be maintaining so much control, basically negating that terror surge. That flux flying through is going to be dropping all the members. Jules is able to find Teacher there, so there's going to be a little bit less follow-up, and Jules finds the second. That could be absolutely insane. The battle of tank, Jules finds the third. It's going to be just Carnage with nobody else basically there to help him, aside from Xbox Nova, who is just on his last leg. The artillery configuration comes out. It is going to be doing some damage, but it will not be finding the kills. Jules finds the fourth, and that's going to be the fight win for the side of Glitch.
Yeah, absolutely huge play from Jubals there. I mean, after an incredible ult by Carnage, getting 3, just wasn't quite able to finish up the kill on that Kiriko, and that Kiriko narrowly escaping, really to keep the team alive and let Jubals just wreak havoc.
Now, I do want to say something. For that hold from Rush, they got up to 71%, so they only really need to win 1 to 2 more team fights, and then this particular point is theirs. Zane?
They don't know.
Oh my goodness, they have no idea. And they're going to be forced, that more potential to be forced out early. It gets popped. There's going to be the pulse bomb here in just a second. Xbox gets popped off. Benjamin finds a second. That was beautifully executed. The freeze, though, finds 4, I believe. Nope, only finds 2. Kiriko is not felled off, and Carnage, once again, the last one remaining, will eventually be felled.
And the tracking on Zane just absolutely insane.
Found 4 in that fight, by the way.
And didn't use his pulse bomb either, so they still have to be wary about that coming back in. They're gonna know he has it, and they're gonna have to make sure he's not able to sneak up on them again like he did last time.
Yep, and you're gonna be wanting to watch out Xbox One, but Carnage has to, protect that Baptiste a little bit. Make sure that Benjamin's not really gonna jump him. Once again, they're rushing in. They're looking at the pressure. The rush comes out, finds another 3 with the flux. No members are gonna fall. Elevator doesn't help sacrifice it from on that gets comboed with second junior rush, putting out so much damage able to find 1. Benjamin again in that backline, also a threat. Nugget finds a second, and the defense pressure is just too much. That is going to be Glitch taking this first map as Carnage falls.
Yeah, I mean, there just really wasn't much you can do there. You have the dual combo ult, you have the Arisa ult with the Pulse Bomb, you have the Visor with the Kitsune Rush. There's just so much damage coming out. You got the little April Fool's Day googly eyes. I mean, what more can you say?
Oh, I didn't even notice that those were I had to play this. Beautiful. This is that massive retake from Jubal. The Fortify saving them from the flux, and then able to find 3 and eventually 4 saves that point and ends up saving the day.
And now we're gonna have to see which map Rush here is going to look for their hybrid map. I believe last time they did choose King's Row and they did win it, so we'll have to see if they're comfortable with reselecting King's Row as the map that they want to take for the hybrid map today.
I mean, who isn't comfortable on King's Row? And remember, King's Row, well, I say that, but we saw Zane's Blossoms from last week. I don't know if Rush is gonna what to run into that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You know that you won the previous time you faced on this map, but you also saw just how devastating Zinjamin's Reaper was. So now you have a little bit of a tough decision to make. Do you choose something you're less comfortable on, or do you go with what you're comfortable with, but acknowledge
Your
it's a
opponent's
huge
also
threat on the
comfortable
other
with.
team?
Yeah, yeah. And that's interesting too because Jubles is a Rhine player. And we call it Rhine's Row sometimes here in the Overwatch community. It's just a map that he plays really well in. So if we saw that at all as well on the side of Glitch, now would be the time if they were to go into King's Row. So instead of King's Row, I'm gonna guess Blizzard World. Oh, actually Blizzard World.
Yep.
Oh, hey, look at that. I'm a genius. No.
And so now, and I still think this does give, I think Jubals isn't going to be too unhappy with this. I know he has an incredible Winston, incredible Monkey, and that first point, Monkey very strong, able to push people instantaneously off that high ground. So we'll definitely have to see what comp Glitch goes for here on the attack on Blizzard World.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think Glitch is absolutely comfortable on this map. I think with the inclusion of Zanjamin and LO Reaper on the DPS side of things for Glitch, they're very comfortable in running that dive. And I think you can run a good defensive dive here on Blizzard World. If you're able to use that high ground on first point where the Griffin's at to maintain some form of control with especially with your supports. Zayn on Tracer, Jubal's on the Monkey, and LO Reaper on basically anything else would do fine here.
100% agree. And Sleepy Tiger's probably going to be on that Kiriko. Incredible job of staying alive, getting those Suzus off, just keeping the healing up.
Yeah, 110%. So, in response to that, do we think we see the Carnage? Do we continue to see this sort of brawl style here from Rush? That's my biggest question. What is Rush going to run? Oh, was the guy who was spawning on Reaper. So does that answer anything for us? As we get the lobby reset so that we're no longer seeing those. But I'm very curious to see what Rush runs here on this initial attack.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see what composition they're gonna end up going for here. You see the shield and Carnage. Don't know if that suggests anything, but I think D.Va's also a very strong option here.
Full on dive for the side of Rush.
D.Va's gameplay always fun to see. In my opinion, definitely one of the most chaotic tanks to go around there.
I'm in.
And was it Carnage last week as well? We saw in the Doom go absolutely ham.
It might have been. I remember one huge punch just getting everybody off the high ground. I believe on Blizzard World as well. So might be a very strong showing. That Doomfist Tracer core could be an incredibly strong core, just running in the back line, just kind of pushing, bullying people around.
The key to shutting it down is going to be Odd Nugget here with that hinder from the Cassidy. Basically, anytime Carnage punches in or tries to get out, hindering and making sure that laser focus fire is there. Deepster getting down very low, very early, but obviously going to have these supporting in front of Full and Lucio.
Yeah, Doomfist might not have a great time into that Cassidy, as you said. Not only Cassidy, also going to hit with that Javelin, which is really going to make it pretty tough.
It looks like, to me, it looks like Glitch came in prepared. They knew that they were going to fight Rush. They knew that it was going to be a lot of work to basically to get prepared for. And it looks like they're coming in with a game plan. Carnage is having difficulty staying in there for even more than a second while he tries to fade out any reason without
Yeah, 100%. Little Tracer 1v1s going down between Caesar and Jason.
Recall forced out towards the side of his name. But Ju was able to find Caesar with a very nice javelin. I believe that was aimed at Carnage, but them to luck, right? And without that Tracer, you're going to be at a massive DPS advantage, especially considering that Zane is just absolute beast. Laser's got fun time hold, and he's picking up the rest of the pushes. Once again, Glitch showing up.
Yeah, and Zanjamin saying, I don't want to let you get away. Pushing them all the way back into their spawn. They have to retreat for now to regroup for another push here.
Oh, I like the jest. Sorry, I was enjoying the beat for a second. What was I gonna say? I find it incredibly impressive the amount of fortitude that Glitch is having right now, despite Rush's track record. There are certain times Kainu immediately, despite the fact that Sports were there to back him up. Nice javelin throw, also throwing Carnage repeatedly off their guard. Pulse Bomb does miss, once and Cold is able to dodge it. But that doesn't mean that Zane is not distracting the entire team. Doom, when it comes to the high ground there, to try to basically pressure him off, but again, Carnage kind of gets at a fighter trying to apply any pressure. Fine, Zane has a new strike, will be falling onto Cassidy, gets him down low with the hinder, not going to be there. Find the second one, Carnage allowed to get that value, finds it very well, very efficiently. Exosoba has Kitsune Rush as well, but it's not going to be needed as eventually Glitch will be falling here to Rush's pressure.
Yeah, we'll see if Zanjamin tries to stall here for a little bit of time and tries to make some kind of touch here, but Kiriko knows he's there.
Wow. That was very quick.
Yeah, effort's a little bit insane there, but you know, he's Tracer, he'll be able to get back on the team pretty quick.
3.5 minutes on the clock here for Rush's attack. And one thing I want to notice, notate, is that Carnage, despite, you know, being on the Doom and having difficulty against Jubilee, the moment he was allowed to be free, the moment we lost track of him, or sort of there wasn't someone to keep an eye on him, Rush was very cohesive in being able to take out whatever Glitch was holding on to.
Yeah, and it seemed to happen when Odd Nugget switched to that soldier, which I'm a little curious about, because the casting was working, so I'm a little curious as to why he switched off the casting.
I think the high ground advantage, I think probably the distance and just the added pressure, but we will have to wait and see if it pays off. Carnage getting down so low. Yep, there's that good pressure. Also, Palm does stick, but the sound barrier is there. Load up with the Terror able to find one. Doesn't matter, even with the Kitsune Rush available to them, they're going to be finding two. Yeah, Odd Nugget finds Carnage, and I think that really is just that DPS difference for the soldier versus Cassidy. Tiger picks up Seedser, and that is going to be Glitch holding once again.
Yeah, and I really feel like Doom isn't exactly providing the value it wants to do here. That Arista's doing a really great job of keeping them in check. They're laser firing them down.
1 minute 55 seconds here on the clock. Look at the damage that's already coming up. Unemployed gets down so low. Nobody's really watching. They're trying to do their dive from the high ground. Unemployed gets left behind, trying to do that Tracer. Blade as well from Dino might be able to use up, but you can't find anybody. They disengage entirely. It's a masterful distraction. And the remaining members of Rush struggling to find value here. Carnage does eventually pick up Freaky, which could be the turnaround point. That Kiriko missing is huge.
It's best to stay alive because it's just kind of surrounded.
Yep. Oh my goodness. A beautiful job there by Jubal, keeping the rest of Rush in the small room, despite them wanting to apply that pressure, right? Despite them wanting to finish off what they started and get more ticks. We're down to 55 seconds here, and Glitch is looking really good.
Yeah, Xbox Mobile will be able to build up another rush while this team, anything is able to convert off of that. The one thing about their comp is the Kitsune Rush. They don't really have a lot of heroes on their team that benefit a ton from that Kitsune Rush.
I'm very available for LOE as well. Going to be a tough one. He's bringing back my pressure down so low already. 15 seconds remaining on the clock. What a dive, what a Kitsune Rush. Cleanse comes through, gonna be applying pressure into a small corner. That can be absolutely massive. Using Seedser applies so much pressure on the characters, forcing a cooldown to end the sound barrier as well. The Tag Visor with a pulse bomb finds two. Odd Nugget finds the third with that Tag Visor and gonna be lasering down. Carnage is gonna try to go in for a touch, but it's not gonna be enough. That's gonna be a second point hold here for Glitch, and they were looking very good.
Yeah, very strong showing. Again, I'm not sure if the Kiriko was the best support option that could have been played there. You know, simply because that Kitsune Rush isn't giving a lot of value when your tank is on, you know, Doomfist. You got the Tracer. People who aren't really going to benefit from that Kitsune Rush as much. Tracer's not going to be just trying to stay in that straight line. Doomfist, you know, not known for having his primary fire be his main damage dealer.
Yeah, I think the cooldown reduction sort of helps. With that as well, right? Because, you know, Tracer gets all her blanks all the time. She gets her recall quicker. But I definitely don't disagree entirely. I think, oh yeah, we will hydrate the caster. I forgot about that. Thank you for the reminder. We're going to do that.
That being said, they did incredible. They had so much healing coming out at the same time. So, you know, sometimes you have one thing that may be stronger on a hero and one thing that's a little bit weaker, and that's why you balance it out. You figure out what works best for you.
My colleagues give me
But I know they're
everything
extremely confident in their Baptiste.
I thought the same thing for too
Yes. And with good reason, right? Exosoba currently topping the charts in terms of healing output. As we mentioned before, the bread and butter between Exosoba and Carnage is keeping him constantly alive, keeping Carnage constantly alive. If they're able to do the same here and not allow Zane to get all the value that he wants to get, they can still remain very steadfast.
And I really like the comp team that he is around on this point.
Look at this very nice rotation here of two Brisbane for the side of Glitch. They're going to be basically collapsing on the backline. Teacher gets down low. Wilden gets shot by Zane. Mortalifield is out already, but it's just a little bit too late to save that Sojourn. And more members are falling. That Arisa is just so strong. She almost 5 second one. Exosoba is doing everything in their power to keep the backline alive. But look at the pressure Jubilant is putting constantly. Arisa just doesn't die ever, despite the amount of damage coming in for the side of Rush. 1 tick release already. It's going to be a second. Will they be able to touch before they get a third? They're going to have to. Carnage is going to be the one to be there and do so. Odd Nugget in the distance, applying as much background pressure as they can as well. Trying to force out and down.
Yeah, I mean, Exosoba is doing so much healing. He's gonna have his Matrix up, and this might allow him to stop him from capturing the point.
Yeah, both DPS down now for the side of Rush as well. Danger was getting close on Defiance too, and that is going to be it. 5 minutes on the clock here, and it's gonna be a really hard defense for Rush. This could be the first time they find themselves at a loss here.
A very interesting spot Zangerman hanging up on now. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Batman Tracer? Question mark? We had Batman Reaper yesterday, or last week. Oh wow, they spot him pretty quick.
Yeah, they're building up for a push. They know they have that amplification matrix.
Yeah, the Tracer is available to Jubilant, though with no support ultimate. Would be very terrifying. Now it's going to ultimately picking up 2. Triple has to die here. Elo Reaper falls instead. The Terror gets used. Not able to find too much value though. The Cleanse is there to keep them alive from everything. December comes to the side of Rush, trying to maintain the push again. Carnage being an absolute monster on a Sigma. 5 picks required for Jubilant to be forced to retreat. And that is going to be a hold there from the side of Rush.
Yeah, really good hold there from Rush. Still saving that Matrix. Gonna be a lot of damage coming out through that between the rock. You know, Seaver's gonna have his overclock pretty soon. So basically, right now, the main thing you have to worry about is because of how difficult it is, they have to be very tough.
Trying to avoid Zane for as long as possible because they know they have that close block. See him hugging Carnage so closely. It's a very smart play. Nice played as well. The Cleanse, I believe, actually saved so much damage from happening. On negative doesn't fall, but Zane gets the pulse on the guy to stop it. The Sound Barrier comes in late, though, for the side of Glitch. It might just be too late. They've been the only one really contesting the pointers at the moment alongside Elo Reaper. And they're going to be forced to retreat here. Mortalifield does get points out. We'll get popped. Zane finds Exosoba. That could be huge. The Baptiste not being there could be absolutely massive.
Yeah, the Trisha gets away as well, not able to get the stagger on the main there.
And trying to get enough overclock to apply enough pressure for the Exosoba's missing healing is not a detriment. Nice clutch finds 3. And able to find nobody though to follow up. Nice clutch save. I believe that it's going to be a trigger from that plus. Carnage has a million HP right now though. Will be holding up on the plus with Characters as well. Nice escape there for Exosoba. The high noon overclock though, the high noon attack visor putting up so much damage. Dangerous finds 1. That's going to be another, and that it will be Glitch taking the series 2-0 against the undefeated Rush.
Well, previously undefeated, Rush will take their first loss. Now, I believe they still have the best standings currently.
Yes.
But Glitch showing that they learned from their first meetup and really just showed an incredible performance.
They certainly did. And you know, now we've got what looks like a contender. I don't know, I'm not gonna say that none of the teams couldn't contend with one another. Yeah, that was certainly true for uh basic every season. Um, you know, we always see the biggest underdog make the biggest leap in the grand finals. So, again, gonna knock on wood because I don't want to cast a curse, but that is something that has historically been oath. So to say anything is impossible because I have seen it with my very eyes. Despite that, Glitch came out very, very, very strong. I loved the work that we saw Zanjamin and Jubal's putting in together, constantly applying pressure. We had Odd Nugget and Sleepy also keeping those two alive consistently. And then Elo Reaper on that Tac Visor was absolutely instrumental on that soldier swap. I really think that that was part of what allowed Glitch to hold on so strong.
Yeah, 100% agree on that. You know, Zanjamin just doing, tracer things as per usual.
Yeah.
And Jubo's going crazy on the Arisa, which I don't think we've seen too much of, but incredible showing on the Arisa there.
Yeah, you know, we didn't really see because Xbox Bubba just not to their fault. Zanjamin just playing Headhunter, trying to get Xbox Bubba out as quick as possible, force out those immortality fields. Um, really sort of just dismantled Rush as soon as you force out those cooldowns. So much so that we didn't even really get to see Seepster pop off as usual, right? They had the ultimates, but were never really given the chance to use them because of the backline pressure coming up from Glitch. So very strong showing from them. Rush, you are still number 1 seed, so keep your head held high as you go into the last week of the season. And we'll be right back for some more Overwatch. Don't go away. We've got what is it? Rift versus Cosmic coming your way. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second set of tonight's games. My name is Murph. I'm joined by Sky, and we're bringing you Riff versus Cosmic. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. I mean, we just saw the. Wait a minute. Yeah, we just saw the Rush versus Glitch game. Glitch taking the first win against Rush on the season. So one upset
Uh,
already. Maybe we could
y-
go for two and see Riff get their first win on the season.
you know, I will not put anything past, um,
No, he
will not
is.
put anything past Oath. It's just kind of how the nature of things are. I need to restart my mic engine, so I'll be right back. Sky, Phil, you got this.
Hello, everybody. I am Merpsville for the time that he is gone. He's back. Hi, Merp. He
Wait,
can't
no,
hear
wait.
us. Hi, Merp. Is Sky gone too? Oh, Sky is
Give me two
gone.
seconds.
Yeah,
Okay, no, we're
no.
back.
What
We're
is
back. We're good.
happening?
What is happening? Oh no! For once, for okay. All right,
It's
I'm
Discord's
back.
fault.
I'm officially back.
I like what Merp was just saying. Well, Discord is such a goat, and now we're all having
Uh,
issues.
yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
Okay, as I was saying, um, what was I saying? We could be seeing an upset. I will not put anything past Oath League or Oath Esports as to what can and can't be done. I actually was just talking to Sky earlier about how historically, in the grand finals and the LAN events, the lower seeded teams tend to have a bit of an upset. So we might be seeing this a couple of weeks early. Who knows?
I sure hope so. It's always exciting to see the underdog come out on top. Everyone loves a good underdog story.
Everyone loves a good underdog story. If you don't love an underdog story, you're weird. That's all I gotta. You're just weird. But we're going into Nepal for this first one, and I am so curious to see. I mean, Cosmic is just they're filled to the brim with greatness, right? But also you've got several recognizable and very prominent names on Riff who are, they have the most rookies on their team, I think, which could be a little bit of a weight, but um, that's all part of the Oath experience, right? The growing, the learning as a team, the building that communications and the team play skills and the mechanics and learning all under incredible coach Carmi. Uh, it has paid off. Temporary fill-in for Lion Gamer apparently, due to some shenanigans. 15 seconds remaining here before we start this point. What do you see?
Well, I see power kill on his notorious Cassidy, which is never a good sign if you're on the other team, because the shots he hits are absolutely crazy. Combined with that Zen Discord, you're going to be taking a lot of damage. I think Quest is going to have a little bit of a hard time on the Malga here, more of the open site of Nepal. And with that amount of DPS coming out, it might be hard to stay alive.
Nyx actually finds Galactic Rose with a very nice headshot to open things up, and that's going to be very impressive there. Power kill doing anything they can to make sure their D.Va doesn't get split off. But look at this. To start things off, Rift is going to be the first one to take control of the point here, or at least apply pressure. This Maywall trying to slow down the D.Va. Power kill gets a nice headshot on Dylan, who's trying to do a one-on-one against Power kill. Doesn't quite pan out. Biohazard falls to clutch as well. Biohazard falls clutch as well, I apologize. Power kill is the one that's giving it up, and with that pick off of Dylan on that Moira, it will eventually be Cosmic taking that fight.
Yeah, Biohazard will have to try to get his mech back up here. Does not want to stay in tiny form for too long. Getting picked here would be huge. Maybe Nyx is able to do something here again, get another huge pick with her alt fire. So we'll see.
You know, Baby Diva honestly super scary. I'm not even gonna lie. I've had so much value off Baby Diva. But Legend gets down very low. Will get chased down by Dylan, who's playing a very aggressive game in the backline. Using that healing orb to keep the rest of the team alive. It's working. Unfortunately, you just can't really compete with the likes of Power Kill who gets in their pick. We'll get down low, find Dylan in the backline, who again keeps trying to go for these one-on-ones. Nice point flip there for the side of Rift, as they're able to get us some 26% counting here as they finish off the remaining members. But Power Kill and Biohazard on the Flaming Fox, they provide too much strength. Now it's just Mauga and Katatu surviving the high noon, trying to stay alive. Nice coalescence there from the Dylan to keep the Mauga up. Finds one in the Flaming Fox, and then Mortati kills. Finds the second one. Dylan absolutely popping off. It's a 2v1 right now, 2v3 on point. So they will eventually fall. They're actually gonna stay alive. I don't understand. Power Kill is able to find Dylan eventually. Agent of Chaos very close to that Blossom. Will get picked up eventually, and finally it will be Cosmic flipping that point.
Yeah, Power Kill Biohazard able to shut that down despite not having any supports alive at the time. Just using that extremely accurate aim to just take them out, saying, hey, we don't need heals.
I mean, yeah. What are you gonna do, right? Power Kill just putting so much damage, and I kind of like the aggressive Moira play we're seeing from Dylan come out. It's providing a lot of value, especially against Wizard. Knocking out that Discord orb early. Oh, there's the Matrix. Looks like the team's gonna be forcing their way through.
No.
Nice cage as well. After amounts of quest calls, and the damage is not gonna be there to follow up. Nice freeze as well. I don't think it was able to catch anybody though. The remaining members get down incredibly low, but Dylan will fall. The high noon once again from Power Kill getting built up so quickly.
And I don't know if we noticed, that would have been a absolutely game-winning or teamfight-winning ult there with the Malga cage, with the Beast Matrix. Biohazard, despite all that chaos, was able to eat the freeze, which is why nothing was able to happen.
Members from really? They ate the freeze. That's absolutely nuts. So massively from Biohazard eat the freeze. Overtime is ticking down. Members of Rift are trying to touch to see if they can't contest. They are doing a great job at it, especially Dylan here on the Kiriko. Overtime is ticking down, continuing to touch, continuing to cause havoc. Mauga back on the point, could be fighting some freeze, and he's actually able to pick up Izzard. Could that be the turning point, really? We're trying to go force out here. Power Kill is still alive, though, outputting so much damage, and Dylan doing everything in their power just to survive, just to continue contesting. Will eventually fall here. Overtime continues ticking, but Katitude and Nyx now on the point as well. They're holding on for dear life. It's absolutely nuts. Katitude will eventually fall. Quest now on that ball. Going to be stalling out for as long as possible. High Noon is going to be there. Going to be popping down the ball. Going to be forcing down that HP pool. Objective will be secured by Cosmic eventually, but holy cow. Was that a fight for their life from Rift?
Yeah, really good try to keep touching the point there. And really, I think it all came down to was that freeze, that blizzard getting eaten was so impactful in that fight. It would have been a team wipe. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Malcolm Cage had all four. They had the Matrix down. The freeze was all they needed to seal the deal.
And then Biohazard ate it for lunch. They ordered a Slurpee from Sonic and said, you know, it's time to chow down. No changes here from either side as we go into this next set of maps.
Now, I do like Rift's comp a little bit better here on this point. It doesn't have the little awkward ramp up where you gotta walk up, you got that kind of wider area to fight on.
So much damage already coming up against Rift though. That Malga gets absolutely chewed up. Holy cow, that Discord orb. And it's going to be just Cosmic pressing forward with that advantage.
Yeah, I mean, that Discord orb, you have the Diva point blank in your face with those machine shotguns. You're taking so much damage, and once you've exhausted that cardiac overdrive, you really don't have a meaningful way of staying alive.
Power Kill almost goes up to high noon again already, by the way.
Wow,
ahead of literally everybody else.
And another thing about D.Va is he does a decent job of countering Malga because when he uses the cardiac overdrive, he relies on dealing damage to the heal, and if he's only shooting a Matrix, he can't heal.
Clutch goes, finds Quest in the back line. Damage still coming out from both teams here. 30% counting now from the side of Cosmic. Izzard finds Gratitude. Asian and Chaos being the only one remaining. Dylan activates Coalescence, trying to find any kills they can, but they're the only ones alive right now, and they're gonna have to be forced to retreat. Power kill finds two. Very nice headshots. Cosmic 40% counting, make that the third. Holy.
I mean, Power Kill just perpetually on fire here.
Dylan's swapping over to the Baptiste now.
The Baptiste will allow his team to stay alive a lot more than that Moira option. So, we'll have to see
And
how
it'll
those
pick up Izzard. Oh my goodness.
Oh
what?
my.
Oh my. Holy cow. Okay. Well, we'll be seeing that one in the play of the game. That Ant Matrix was perfectly well timed. They put it there right as soon as Riff was ready to run out that door with that Lucio speed boost. And you just saw the house pools absolutely melt.
Power Kill just locking in there, not missing a single headshot, and there's just not much you can do at that point.
Using the Chaos from Dylan, now selling out on the point, getting members of Cosmic down low. Not found either. Dylan's able to stay alive quite well. Overtime continues taking down, but the members keep falling. Power kill, keeps finding the kills. The Blossom comes through, but it's just not enough. It gets ate up by Biohazard. The Transcendence is there to make sure no damage is able to find any purchase. Bomb to clear off the point, and that will be Cosmic taking the fall.
Yeah, I mean, Power Kill's aim just absolutely insane in that game.
Play of the game.
Nothing new, particularly for Power Kill. And we're going to be saying, I believe this is going to be that Matrix. Yeah. We'll see where the health bars went. Oh my. Oh,
I mean,
wow. Oh,
wow!
wow!
I mean, it's a 5K. I mean, what, 5 headshots there, 6 headshots? I mean, he was just picking off heads.
I am disgusted. I am. That was just gross. I don't know, like, yeah. All right. So Rip will be picking up the next map, for the hybrid, I believe. So we're going into next. Yep. And I'm thinking Kings Row. I'm thinking a solid, safe Kings Row.
Kings Row definitely could be a good pick. I think they're really just, after that Cassidy play, and there we go, Kings Row.
Yeah. And the reason for that is because you know you're comfortable, and I think Riff needs to be comfortable right now because that was very, 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 very strong from Cosmic to start things off. Um, but yeah, I want to see a Reinhardt 1v1 between
I would love to see
Quest
a Reinhardt
and
1v1. Poor Hammer
and
1v1.
Biohazard.
For the series.
For the series. Yep, that's it. We did this right now. It's gonna be Galactic Rose versus Nyx, or we put Power Kill in on the Torb. I don't know. He's a hit scan. I don't know if his skills would translate. You know what I'm saying? And then that's it. That's how we decide week 7 is with a Torb 1v1. You heard it here first, folks. Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, and I liked I liked a lot of what Riff was doing. I think Dylan on the Baptiste worked very well. I think for the limited time we got to see it, I think it did. Like he got the pick on the Izzard. He used the immortality field very nicely to basically survive Biohazard's dive. And with the added benefit of that increased healing, I think Baptiste is just a better choice here. So, yeah, that comes down to. What do you think? What do you see?
I think it's just going to come down to that tank picks. I mean, Biohazard doing such a great job of creating that space really allowed Power Kill to open up for those huge play opportunities here. It's really going to come down to that first chokehold. They really need to make sure they push past that fast. You don't want to. Feels like something's burning. Might have to check out the kitchen a little bit. But
Uh-oh. Do you leave the stove on?
I'm gonna go check. It's probably safer than sorry.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay, well, hopefully we don't have a bit of emergency. How are you guys? How are you guys doing today? I'm doing great. Um having a good time. We're getting the last few weeks of the regular season, and we're in the game now. So just waiting for things to be set up, waiting for things to reset. Yeah.
Merp, did you
It's
get to
been
try out
fun.
I
Sorry?
think we're fine.
Venture. I did get to try out Venture. Venture was cool. Venture, new hero released over the weekend. Welcome back, Sky. Super cool. I think in the right hands and in the right situations could be absolutely busted. I against anyone with high mobility though.
Ready for battle.
Anyone
And we
with high
see-
mobility, Venture's not really it.
Same comp coming out from Cosmic.
Against Venture? Interesting. I'm trying
Why
to
does
think.
ball get
I guess,
disturbed by Venture?
oh, I guess because as soon as the ball pile drives, you can just sort of shoot out of the ground and disrupt the ball's play.
5.
All right. We'll get into it later. For now, we focus on the game. King's Row defense. It is going to be.
Oh,
Nice.
and we have a Diva Batman.
Yes, we do. Nice wall. Okay, they're not able to follow up on that. I was literally like, what is it?
Oh,
Oh my goodness, gravy.
plus his health just disappears.
I think that was a quest. I think that was a couple of quest headshots. Right into the dome or the Arisa. Dylan.
Oh,
Park defines Catitude.
Dylan not quite able to get the pick onto the Zenyatta, which would have been a huge play.
I was gonna say might as well be playing the Widow, but I forgot we have Overwatch now, so can't really swap to DPS. But the healing coming up from Dylan is going nuts right now. Oh, quest was down low, living to fall, and again Rift can't quite make it to this doorway with just. You can only explain it by looking at the ult differences, right? Powerkill and Dylan both have their ultimates, but Powerkill's at that high noon for the last 20 seconds.
Yeah, Dylan doing incredible numbers on the healing right now, but it's really just so hard to outkeep Power Kill when he's hitting those headshots.
Nano on to quest this to be it. There's a little bit of slowing down coming through the high noon as well. And we're getting quest down incredibly low. Biohazard does get team mech. Could it be enough? Nice damage output there. Izzard does eventually fall. The wall there to stall. Power Kill still trying to put on a little bit of pressure, but the ticks are coming through. It's going to be 2 now as Biohazard re-enters the point, trying to get that. The remaining squishies on the side of Rift will fall as Power Kill does find Agent Chaos, and Nyx does fall as well. Power Kill fights second. 2 minutes on the clock here, but 2 ticks now collected for the side of Rift. Oh my. What do you do? What do you do?
There's not too much you can do. There's nothing we can do, as Napoleon said. Or not.
There's always, when there's a will, there's a way. I believe in it. Now Dylan's helping about back quarter that piece.
Yeah, Agent of Chaos about to get an overclock up. Could get some huge value off of that. Biohazard are looking for a huge bomb.
Huge bomb finds
Oh!
one, but Dylan shuts down the remax. It's now even
That's
as
a
Demon
huge,
comes
and
out.
a huge slam.
Nice Terror Surge as well, gonna be finding one, make that two, and now Riff is looking alive. Izzard is gonna take out Nyx in the last second, and that reload from Dylan forces Quest to fall. But they've captured the first point here, and they're gonna be having 3.5 minutes to continue pressing forward.
Nice work, team. Keep it
Yeah,
moving.
Dylan just gonna try to get some ult charge off of that Diva.
No way.
Diva could have finished that off. I guess they thought he was gonna.
What?
Oh,
I mean, against the DMAC? Is Dylan the biggest
Interesting.
frame player of all time? Low key, I think so.
and what?
Oh,
Oh,
fat
no.
finger freeze. Fat finger
Oh
freeze from Nyx,
no! The
unfortunately.
the misclick on the Q, the misinput.
It's all good though.
Oh no! And this Deadeye.
This Deadeye is going to be terrifying. Can they get around the corner in time though? They will. They don't necessarily need to fear that just because of how well
Gets her
Mark
back.
doesn't rotate. He rotates all the way around. Doesn't Mark finds catapult, so no chamber available either. Oh, I knew to be creeping around the corner here. Not able to find anything. Not necessarily required though, as Quest for once again just crumbles. 2.5 minutes on the clock here.
Yeah, Dylan doing everything he can.
Looks like we have a little bit of pause here. Looks like a keyboard disconnect um, from one of the players on the side of Rift.
And a beautiful cinematic on the Tracer.
It is. Look at that. The googly eyes, the glasses, the googly eyes. That's my favorite part, I think, of this whole. I mean, how are you
100%.
gonna see? Let's break this. We looking at in the next couple of fights here, Sky.
Well, I'm definitely looking at Dylan keep getting insane value off of the majority of his util here. Hopefully, Nyx is able to get another Blizzard up. It was extremely unfortunate. It seems like they accidentally pressed Q there, throwing out that Blizzard when they did not mean to, which resulted, they don't have that Blizzard for another fight, which is a huge, huge method for area control. And if you get a freeze, it's pretty much a free kill. So, big hit. I think it's going to come down to whether Agent of Chaos is able to get some value off of that overclock on the next team fight. Maybe pick off that Zenyatta before he's able to use his Transcendence.
Yeah, and that's going to be the biggest dynamic we see here. If Agent of Chaos is allowed the time to use it. It's very patient attack. Look at the damage going through for Izzard.
This ends now.
There is the overclock. And the Transcendence forged out now. Magic Rose finds Dylan. The overclock not quite finding enough. Power Kill does get the better end of that DPS fight. Good news is they forced out the Transcendence, so despite everything, and the Pulse Bomb was used. So despite everything, 2 ultimates were forced out. Flame Fox does the Matrix available, but
Yeah, Dylan will be able to get another Matrix up probably. If he's able to combine it with Orisa. Orisa does a lot of damage even with just primary fire through that Matrix. Really gonna dish out tons of damage. And hopefully able to squeeze through this last choke to get into the second checkpoint.
nice. Agent of Chaos doing the work, taking out Izzard. The bomb comes through, gonna be able to find Immortality plus Power Kill's gonna take out Dylan as well. Power Kill finds the second one, and despite the fact
Third,
he
fourth,
finds
I mean,
the
why
third,
not? Why not?
oh my gravy.
That couldn't have gone any better.
He had access to the Ant Matrix again.
Kill an Ant Matrix is not something you want to see in the same place at the same time.
No, clearly not. That's twice now that Power Kill has gotten a play of the game worthy play with an Ant Matrix at his side.
Step right.
High noon. They're just gonna kind of hide from that. Not really discuss that really. Agent Chaos gets down very low. Gets slightly separated from the team, but will stay alive. The down barrier coming in massive from the side of Rift. Stay alive. The Matrix now splitting up splitting the team in half. Gets the remaining members down low. Flaming Fox does fall. No immortality field available for the side of Rift for Glitch as Rift putting out tons of pressure. Power finds two though. You can't leave this man alive. He finds a third. What are you supposed to do? Rift tries so hard and they can't quite do it. The freeze comes up because the last 5 seconds. No cooldowns available for them. No overtime is ticking down, and that's going to be a point to hold there for the side. Oh my goodness!
And
For the
keep in mind, I
side.
just want to point this out. He's already at 84% ult again. He just ulted.
0 to 1. Switching sides.
I mean,
What do you do? I think Riff might need to try. Riff might need to cook in the kitchen. I think if you want to stop power kill, you've got to pull out the glitch special, or not the glitch special, the rush special, and go full dive. I want to see a Doomfist. I want to see a Tracer. I want to see a Gengu. I want to see a Genji. I want to see a Kiriko and Moira or who else has played?
Ready for battle.
Lucio.
ooh, Biohazard on the Roadhog. Now this could be really interesting if they're able to pull the tank around the corner and hit that hinder on him. Oh my god, that is terrifying.
Oh my god! I love the Roadhog googly eyes. Wait, bring it back.
Not as quick
Bring
as
it
I
back,
used to
please.
be, but I'm still the fastest gun in the
That
Oh
is terrifying.
my goodness. I love it so much.
I'm with you.
It looks so silly.
5,
Okay.
4, 3, 2.
Anyways, you were saying with the Roadhog?
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Hey, Roadhog gonna try to single smash. Oh, they're playing crab.
They're wanting to yoink somebody.
Riff is playing crab.
Look at this. Power kill. Oh, you're applying so much lethal damage against the chaos. But we'll get picked off here in this corner. That's absolutely massive from Quest, who has the support to continue staying alive. Dylan's able to find Flame Fox as well, so ooh, despite being a risky 1v1. Biohazard finds Digital Chaos. Nick's able to pick up Biohazard anyways. And Dylan stays alive. Somehow, some way. And beats Galactic Rose in the one-on-one.
They're not letting Power Kill get too much value here again. Dylan gonna be the first one likely to get to that ult.
As it's gonna be a close room fight. Team Immortality Field now allowing a ton of survivability here. The Ant Matrix as well finds one, make that two. Holy bananas, Dylan's going nuts. He does not
Yeah,
play
Dylan's
around when he
going
pulls the Baptiste.
Crazy. Good wall from Nyx there too. Holding them in, able to single one of them out. And a really strong hold here for Rift right now.
Not gonna do. But look at this swap. Biohazard now over to the Diva.
Yeah, if he's able to build up a bomb and force them out of that room, could be devastating for their strategy here.
They're applying pressure as well. They're gonna try to scare him away, but it's not gonna work. Nice scare third. Immortality Field forced out. Dylan uses his own. The High Noon is there. Nobody's gonna be able to shut it down. It doesn't really matter. Freeze. The pulse bomb does get a by Quest, which is absolutely massive. But Ark goes still alive. Light grows as well. The DPS still from the side of Cosmic, allowed to breathe. And it will eventually crack this case open. Dylan will escape. Oh, I apologize, Dylan. I'm so sorry.
Well, Dylan fought valiantly. Both DPS used from the side of Cosmic, though.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
3 minutes and 45 seconds here. Oh, that's a fat finger ult again. I guess
Oh,
it was
goodness.
a trade off. The Kitsune rush gets burned.
It's so unlucky.
I think what we call that, uh, fat finger.
Well, that one was on the side of Cosmic this time. So tit for tat.
Yeah, trade off. Power kill, getting down incredibly low. We'll have the M Matrix now, and we're gonna see it happen again. The bomb comes through as well. No supports online now for the side of Rift, as their defense just gets crumbled. Quest is able to pick up power kill eventually as it gets to the back line, but that is going to be it. There's one fight remaining now with 3 minutes on the clock. Rift have one heck of a task ahead of them.
Yeah, Quest's gonna. The fact that Quest got staggered there, I don't think he's gonna be able to touch because he was the last one to die. Switching to Doom's not gonna do it.
Somebody's got to touch. 1 meter. 1 meter. Nobody touches.
Oh,
Oh, it's so unfortunate. Oh my goodness, that was crazy. Catitude, I think, on that Lucio got picked off despite the rollout being pretty clean. And that is going to be Cosmic taking the series 2-0. But it was a valiant effort from Riff. It was a very valiant effort from Riff.
And not the play we thought we were gonna see.
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
No, yeah, no, yes it was.
Yeah, that was the last fight hold, right? That was the fight from Riff that looked very, very strong, and then again, man, power kill just number 2 in all the DPS charts, by the way, just behind Carnage, showing exactly why he was MVP last season. I
Yeah,
don't know.
he's just hitting so many headshots.
I think no, I was gonna say I smell a fish in the water, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna start that chain. He's fine. Power kill is a great player, and I think I think he's absolutely nutted. So absolutely crazy.
Yeah, Cosmic does take their lead to 4-1 now. So
Yeah,
are
they
they tied
are
with Rush?
they are tied with Rush for number 1 seed. 4-1 to 4-1, as we saw Rush lose their first ever face their first ever loss against Glitch earlier this evening. If you didn't see that match, go ahead and watch it because it was a banger as well. Um, and that's what leads us into the last week of the regular season. Once everything is said and done, where we will be seeing Rift versus Glitch and Ember versus Rush. Cosmic will be taking the bye week, so it's very likely that not very likely, it's a high possibility, or at least a possibility, that Rush will take back their number 1 spot in Cosmic's off week. I guess we have 2 weeks left because we have to do the makeup week for week 1. So 2 weeks left, regular season. Ignore me. And we have a hydrate the casters. Chug, 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 chug.
I couldn't let us go without drinking some more water.
So that will basically summarize tonight. We will be closing this one out. Very, very solid game there from Riff. I think Dylan swapping over to that Baptiste was absolute monsters. I think they had a few really, really, really strong standings, and bouts of greatness. And I can't wait to see if they're able to pull all these tiny little pieces of mastery together for an even greater finish as we head into the final couple of stretches of the season.
Yeah, as you said, I think Dylan was my personal MVP of that game. Incredible healing coming out. But, as we said, 2 more weeks of games to go.
Yep.
Anything can happen. We saw the number 1 seed get upset today.
Anything can happen.
Can
Anything
happen.
will happen. And don't ever expect the ordinary. That is a lesson I've learned over the past couple of years. Literally don't. All right. That will close us out. Thank you guys so much for coming by and supporting the stream. Thank you guys so much for coming by and supporting the kids. ourselves, the entire production crew really appreciates you guys coming out because without you guys, we wouldn't be here. And if we weren't here, we wouldn't be able to see these awesome games. So, again, really do appreciate that. We'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to check out the Valorant side of things on Thursdays. They also do. Are we still doing the weekly drawings or whatever? We used to do that last season. I'm not sure if we still do those. No, we don't do those. But still, Valorant is cool. Valorant is great, and that side of the family is super awesome. So, thank you guys again, and we will see you next week.